Hey, what's going on everybody? Derek Hallman here. You may have seen a video almost exactly a year ago that I titled Noob Rides 250 two-stroke for the first time. And that was this bike. It's my buddy Taylor Mills' bike. He was very kind enough to let me ride it last year. And he is kind enough again today to let me ride it again. I let him borrow my 2020 KX250F, so he's off ripping that thing around. I'm a complete noob when it comes to two-strokes essentially, and it's been a year since I last rode this thing. Before I rode it a year ago, I hadn't ridden a 250 two-stroke ever. I think I'm definitely a more experienced rider than 1 year ago today, and I'm definitely, well, maybe not definitely, I would assume I'm a better rider than I was a year ago. I've had a good bit of practice, so I think I can manage this thing better than I did last year. But we'll see. This is my second ride ever on a 250 two-stroke. We're going to take it out for a spin here. We got all kinds of like open free riding type terrain. We have trails, some jumps, some cool stuff. So we'll see how I manage on this thing, see if it's better than last year. I'll roll a clip from last year. This thing just kind of ate me up last year. Oh my God. Oh my Lord, that front wheel just picked up so easy. Starting first kick is nice, that's always a good sign. But I think I can get used to it pretty easily. I grabbed a handful on that jump face and it just launched me. That's the one thing about two-strokes that I'm not used to. You gotta be careful on the jump faces, man. Brakes are really good on this thing. This jump is just fun, man. And the suspension. I'm flat landing. Whoa. I'm flat landing that jump, but the suspension on this is way stiffer than on my KX. So it handles the flat lands no problem at all. Just make sure you're you know, gripping tight as crap with those legs and you'll be fine, but she pulls. I remember when I rode this about a year ago, and I'll be honest, I was terrified of it. Right about a year actually, because I think it was in August of last year. And I can confidently say I'm at least a better rider. I mean, a more experienced rider than I was a year ago. Whoa! She'll still buck you if you're not careful. One outside that berm.
That's the best of us.
Oh.
I don't know what happened to me, but I didn't go up as high.
Oh.
It looks like you're enjoying it.
Well, at least she's light.
Yes.
At least it's easy to pick up. Oh. Yo. This thing's fucking fast.
Yeah, you're definitely sending it.
Thank you. Well, a little spill. She's good. She's straight. So overall, this bike, from the couple little sprints that I've done with it so far, it absolutely rips and it's a ton of fun. You absolutely have to have your legs glued to these shrouds for it not to wear your arms out. My arms wear out so easily on this thing, even though I'm like gripping this tank as tight as I possibly can. It's probably because I'm just tense. You know, it's a 252 stroke, I'm not used to it. Someone else's bike. Trails really well, minus the suspension. I've said before, it's really stiff. This suspension, definitely too stiff for my weight. And personally, it's just way too stiff for trail riding. Some people that are faster might like it super stiff. Oh, I slid out again, just like I said. I don't know where this trail goes. Let's go and go this way. And the seat on this is way stiffer than my Kawasaki, which might be a might be a better thing that it's stiffer for motocross riding. Whoa. But on the trails, it's wearing my butt out, man. Fun in the trails. The two-stroke is really fun in the trails. I think that's where, for my riding ability, I think that's where this thing shines, is in the trails. Because on the wide open stuff here, I can really give it some gas, but it tires me out so fast. And I've never ridden a two-stroke on a motocross track, so that's my next thing to do, is try a motocross track with way more jumps and whatnot. But overall, this bike is seriously cool. It's so fast, it sounds fast. It sounds like you're always flying. It sounds like you're always ripping. But the 250 is just a lot. It's just a lot of power. I don't know if I need all that power all the time.
Had to get one last ride in.
Oh, she was, yeah, I had to do the trails again. She's sweet, man. Thank you so much for letting me.
You're welcome.
That was awkward. Thank you so much for letting me ride it, bro. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Shout out to Taylor's dad, Tom. I'm sure I'll see you in the comments. Thanks for letting me ride the bike, bro. Honestly, your car is too clean to be here. To be here, it is too clean.
Because I went to Cars and Coffee yesterday.
Look at this thing. The car meet. This thing is wicked. Yeah. And he pulls dirt bikes with it. Normally he pulls the 252 stroke and the 450 on the back with it. It's a pretty sick setup. Goodbye 252 stroke. I wish I could have one of every bike. I wish I could have a 254 stroke, 125 2-stroke, 252 stroke, 454 stroke. Obviously everyone wants all of them, but it's cool that I have friends that will let me ride theirs, test ride theirs every once in a while. Thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.